Good morning, scholars and families. Happy Tuesday. It is May. It is a day in May. It's going to be a beautiful day. You can see that I have a new background today because it is tie-dye day. It is Spirit Day. It is tie-dye day. Miss Rossi could not find tie-dye, so I wore a nice blue that's kind of tie-dye-ish, and I made my background tie-dye. So if you don't have your tie-dye on yet and you have tie-dye in your house, pause your video, go put tie-dye on, take a picture, and send it to your teacher, okay? So go do that now if you don't have tie-dye yet, because it is Spirit Week. We're so excited that it is Spirit Week this week. Today is Tie-Dye Tuesday. So exciting. Tomorrow we have Crazy Hat Day. On Thursday we have Sports Day. And then on Friday we are showing our GLA Spirit Day. Now yesterday we had Teacher Monday, just like your teacher day. And we had some awesome first grade scholars dressed as their teachers. The first picture you can see Justin, who's in UC, and his older brother Jackson, who's a fourth grader. And they were dressed all ready to go, suit and tie. They look so nice, like educators. Excellent job. We have Miss Brooklyn Chambers in the middle. She's doing her sight words. She's doing her reading. I love it. What a great teacher. And then we have Miss Ava, who is getting ready to do some read aloud in her teaching outfit. They all look excellent. Thank you, friends, for sending these pictures in. Shout out to these friends for participating in our Spirit Week. I don't know about you, but it makes Miss Rossi just a little bit happier when I know that we have Spirit Week, that we get to show our spirit, even though we're all at home in different places. So excellent, excellent job to these friends. Remember, if you are wearing something spirited, please take a picture and send it to your teacher. We will put it on the Great Lakes Academy Instagram, and you'll get shouted out in some of our videos. So take pictures and send them to your teachers. We want to see you just like we would in school, and this is the best way that we can see you, by sending pictures. So please send pictures to your teachers. All right, nice job with our Spirit Week, friend. Let's go ahead and get started now growing our brain. Today we're going to practice making inferences. We're going to make. Now, yesterday on my phone calls, I was asking lots of scholars, what two things do you need to make an inference? And almost all scholars got this correct, so I think that we know how to make an inference at this point. So I want you to pause your video and tell me what two things you need to make an inference now. We need text, evidence, and schema. We need text, evidence, and schema. Now remember, text evidence is from the text evidence is from the, and schema is what you know schema is. So we need our schema and our text evidence to make an inference or a guess. An inference is a. Very nice job. Let's go ahead to our sentence stem that you guys are professionals at by now. Let's go to our sentence stem and read the words together. Get ready. On 2, 1, 2. In the story, I read blank. So that makes me think blank. Good. This time, let's do it with our hand motion. Get ready. We're reading on 2, 1, 2. In the story, I read blank. So that makes me think blank. Ooh, we have our text evidence, our schema, and our inference hand motions. Nice job. Now remember, friends, the author doesn't tell us everything there is to know about characters in a story. So sometimes we have to make an inference. We have to make a, and one of those things that we have to make an inference about is character traits. We have to make an inference about character traits. Now remember, yesterday we started learning that character traits tell us what a character is like on the inside. A character trait tells us what a character is like. A character trait tells us what a character is like. Don't get tricked. We are not talking about how a character feels. We're talking about what a character is like. So is a character jealous or loyal or bossy or brave or quiet or careful? What is a character like? A character trait tells us what a character is like. A character trait tells us, very nice, what a character is like. And we can use our inference sentence stem to help with our character traits. Let's read our sentence stem one more time. Get ready on 2, 1, 2. In the story, I read blank. So that makes me think blank. Oh, excellent job with your character traits. Okay. Today, we're going to read a story, and we're going to make inferences about character traits. Our story today is called The Empty Pot. And it's a book about a boy named Chen. His name is, and Chen, he lives in China. And we have read books about people who live in China. and other countries. And we know that sometimes when people live in other countries, they do things a little bit differently than the way that we do them in the United States. So remember when we read the book, The Korean Cinderella, we read about how they have an emperor. They have and in China, where this boy Chen is, they also have an emperor. And remember, an emperor is like the king or the president, but they call it an emperor. They call it Okay, so today we're going to read about Chen and something that happens with the emperor in our book, The Empty Pot. All right, as you read today, you're going to read through the word. You're going to, and we're going to think about character traits. We're going to think about, all right, let's go ahead and get started. Friends, go ahead and pause your video and read through these pages now. Excellent job. Friends, pause your video and read through these pages now. Nice reading. Friends, pause your video and read through these pages now. Nice endurance, friends. Keep going. You can do it. Pause your video and read through these pages now. Nice job, friends. Pause your video and read through these pages now. And our last page, nice job reading through the words. Pause your video and read through these pages now. Good job. Raise your hand if you also read the glossary. Good job. You should have read the glossary too. Okay, friends, let's go ahead and answer some questions about our character named Chen in The Empty Pot. My first question, what do we know about the emperor? What do we know about the emperor? I want you to read page 4 and answer that question now. In the story, I read that the emperor was an old man who did not have children. So I know that the emperor is an older man who doesn't have children. All right, nice job. That one came right from the text. Next question. What does the emperor do to choose the next emperor? What does the emperor want to do to choose the next emperor? Pause your video and answer that question now. In the story, I read that the emperor wants to give every child a flower seed to see how the seeds grow. So he's going to give every kid one seed, and in 1 year, the kids are going to come back to the emperor, and he's going to see what their seeds look like. That answer came right from the text. Nice job. Next question. What did Chen do to care for his seed? What did Chen do to care for his seed? Pause your video and answer the question now. In the story, I read that he planted his seed and he gave it water. That's exactly right. He planted it in a pot and he gave his seed water. Excellent job. What was Chen's problem in the story? What was Chen's problem in the story? Pause your video and answer that question now. In the story, I read that weeks and months went by, but the seed did not grow. So that makes me think that Chen's problem is that his seed won't grow. Oh, that's a problem. His seed won't grow. That's exactly right. What did Chen's mom, I have a different question. How did Chen feel when he realized his seed wouldn't grow? How does Chen feel when he realized his seed won't grow? Pause your video and answer the question now. In the story, I read that the seed still didn't grow and Chen was crying. So that makes me think that Chen is upset or disappointed or sad. He's sad or upset or disappointed that his seed didn't grow because in the story it says that he was crying. And I'm using my schema. I'm using my schema to think if someone is crying, they're probably upset or sad. Nice job with that character feeling. Next question. How was Chen's pot different than the other kids' pots? How was Chen's pot different? Pause your video and answer that question now. In the story I read that children had pots full of flowers, but Chen's pot was empty. So Chen's pot is different because his pot is empty, but everyone else's pot is full of flowers. That's how they are different. That's how they are. Nice job. Let's go ahead to the next page. How did Chen feel when the emperor looked at his pot at first? On page 13, how did Chen feel when the emperor looked at his pot? Pause your video and answer that question now. In the story I read that Chen says, "I am sorry," and he looks like this. So that makes me think that Chen is disappointed or sad that his seed did not grow. So at first, Chen is disappointed or sad. Chen is, yeah, because his plant didn't grow like everyone else's. Let's go to the next page. Why did the emperor give the children boiled seeds? Why did the emperor give the children boiled seeds? Pause your video and answer that question now. In the story I read that the emperor said, "I gave out boiled seeds that could not have grown." So that makes me think that the emperor tried to trick the children by giving them seeds that won't grow to see which child is honest. To see which child is. Okay, that goes to my next question. How was Chen honest? Don't just tell me that Chen was honest. We know that Chen was honest. How was he honest? What did he do to be honest? Pause your video and answer that question now. In the story I read that Chen really tried to make his seed grow, but when his seed didn't grow, he was honest with the emperor and told him that his seed didn't grow. So Chen didn't get new plants or get a new seed. He was honest and he told the emperor the truth about how his seed wouldn't grow, even though he tried. Excellent job. My next question. Why did Chen become the emperor? Why did Chen become the emperor? Pause your video and answer that question now. In the story I read that the emperor told him he will be the next emperor because he was honest, because he was. So Chen was the only kid that was honest about his seed not growing, so he gets to become the next emperor. Nice job. Okay, my last question is this. What do you think, this is my push question, my challenge question. What do you think would have happened if Chen was dishonest about his seed? What do you think would have happened if Chen was dishonest about his seed? Okay, go ahead and pause your video and answer that question now. All right, now you might have probably had lots of different ideas. I think if Chen was dishonest, that means all of the kids would have been dishonest, and I think the emperor would have thought of a new way to pick the emperor. But I do think that people would have been disappointed if every kid was dishonest. Nice job sharing your thoughts about what would happen if Chen was dishonest. Now, I want you to pause your video for the last thing of the day and tell me, why is it important to be honest? Why is it important to be honest? Go ahead and pause your video and answer that question now. It's important to be honest because you want to tell people the truth so that you don't trick people or lie to people. It's important to tell people exactly what happened and be honest with them, because if you're lying, then that's something that's not okay and people don't like lying. So we always try to be honest. We always try to be. All right, nice job. Now the last thing of the day is I'm going to be honest with you and tell you that I miss you so much and I'm so proud of all of you for your work. Nice job, those friends who are tie-dyeing with us today, who are rocking their tie-dye, showing their GLA spirit. Don't forget that tomorrow is Crazy Hat Day, so get ready to do some learning in a crazy hat. I'm very proud of you, friends. Nice job with your reading today. Don't forget to watch the 3 other teachers' videos. Do your 30 minutes of Lexia, do your 30 minutes of Zern, and read all on your own. Pick out a book and do some reading today and grow those brains. I know you can do it, friends. I'm so proud of you. Love you.